Hi guys, Melissa here, and today I'm going to show you how my planner has changed since I became single. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my new content. And if you're not, welcome back. A lot of you are probably wondering what in the heck I'm talking about. I only announced it very briefly on Instagram because it's not something I'm going to be discussing at length. But long story short, my husband has moved out and he is filing for divorce. So within the past few weeks, my life has obviously been turned upside down, and I am fortunate to have a very good circle of friends around me and a lot of support. So while it's an adjustment, I am doing really well. That's not what this is about, but it has really changed a lot of how I plan. And I'm sure there's other people out there going through this. So I thought I would make just a quick video and show you what I have changed. First of all, I have to say, please don't mind the state of my hands. They are cracking and so dry because with this whole coronavirus scare, I have anxiety and OCD. So I'm kind of a chronic hand washer anyway. This has not helped. But let's get into this planner flip. The first thing you're going to notice is I have, for very obvious reasons, taken the pictures of my husband out of my planner. At this point, I've just taken most of the pictures out of my planner just because I feel like this is kind of a fresh start. And often when I'm not sure what direction to go, I will just start from the very basics and go from there. So I have no decor happening in front here right now, which honestly, I don't really mind. Once we get into this section, you'll see normally I would have a meal plan here. Well, guess what? It's just me. So I don't really have to have a big plan. I am well stocked on food because I'm doing a little bit of self-quarantining because I don't want to get sick. So I can pretty much just open the cupboard and decide what looks good for the day. I have also switched to dailies for right now. I was using a weekly insert, but something I find is when there is an aspect of my life that I am not in control of, it makes me really double down in other areas. So I just wanted some extra room. These are the SM Plans Minimal Daily. I obviously added some washi, and then these day stickers are going to be in my shop soon, which is on my website. But I do like these. I like that there is hourly here. You know, I don't have a lot of things that are time sensitive, but time blocking is something I'd like to get into. And, you know, if I do have an appointment or something, I can list it there. But then there is still a ton of room for me to get really detailed on to-do lists, or if I need to take notes, whatever. I just really like the extra room that is giving me. As far as my monthly goes, I was tracking my husband's days off of work. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. So my monthly is going to be pretty monochromatic. I'm just using this gray mild liner to highlight actual appointments and things like that. The money section is also going to change dramatically, but I'm not 100% sure yet how I want to track this. For now, it's just kind of a mess, you know, dividing things up. I have not worked for the last several years because I hurt my back. So for now, he is taking care of a lot of the bills, but I need to be very wise with the money I do have. So I think I'm going to be changing this insert. I was using the Peanuts Planner Co. Financial insert, and this worked really well for like family finances, but for just me being single, I think I need something that is more of just a list form, because right now I'm not, you know, I'm just kind of in a stockpile mode for both food and money. My list section changed a lot. I actually ripped several lists out of here the other day. It was a little bit cathartic as far as, you know, like a house wish list, because for now I'm planning on staying in my house, but I don't really know what's going to happen there. And I feel like I want to redo that list because my priorities and perspective and budget have changed. I took out my personal goals because those have also changed dramatically. But just anything that pricked me with feeling a certain way when I saw it, I took out. I haven't filled this out yet, but I did a new reoccurring tasks list. Something on this journey of becoming single is I've had a lot of help from my husband because I hurt my back, and I am learning to do things on my own. And honestly, it's really empowering to realize that, hey, I will be all right by myself. So I am going to set up some reoccurring tasks that I am able to do just by myself, like changing the furnace filter, things of that nature. My faith section has changed. I was using these SM plans. This is one of her freebies lists inserts to track my gratitude, which I am still going to do. But again, anything, I had some past things that I had written in for my gratitude and they made me feel a certain way. So I took them out. So I'm starting over with that. And another new thing is I'm going to start writing down affirmations because I think that's something that is easy to lose when you're in a relationship, whether you're married, whether you're a mom or not. It's just easy to not take care of yourself and to just kind of start to live for other people. And that's something that I really want to regain in this time. I'm kind of trying to look at it as a gift to have all this time to myself, to kind of do whatever I want to do and to really work on myself. Now, my prayer requests is another section that has changed dramatically. Before, I was praying for my marriage and things like that, which obviously, I don't mean to say that I'm not now, but my perspective and priorities have changed pretty dramatically. So I'm starting fresh from that as well. My book section has not really changed. I kind of thought that I would really be reading a ton during this time just to kind of escape. But I've been busy. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to read, which to me is a positive. Even though I love reading, the fact that I haven't felt the need to wallow in self-pity on the couch is a good sign for me. As far as my notes section, this is where I keep track of my cleaning. This is an old list. I have not been tracking my cleaning because, for one thing, there's not anyone else to mess things up around the house. So it's staying a lot cleaner. And for another thing, I have a lot more time on my hands. I am very particular. I like things really clean. I like things neat and in their place. Yes, I do have OCD, but I'm also just one of those people. So it has been nice to really be able to put this house exactly how I want it. And I don't have to follow such a prescribed list because I'm not on such a time crunch and there's not as much traffic through the house. Another thing that has changed, you will notice this is my podcast section. Since I have had a little more time, have really been working on getting my podcast set up and ready to go, getting some guests lined up. I don't have a specific launch date in mind, but I'm really excited that it's going to happen soon. I think this is going to be an amazing, positive venture for me, but I also think that the content is going to be really good because, quite frankly, I feel like I'm in a really good place and my priorities are not quite so out of whack. So I'm excited to bring that to you. My blog is still kind of set up the same way. It's my goal to post at least once a week. So make sure that you check back there. My latest post that I just put up, I will link here, has some great tips for cleaning in this kind of scary coronavirus climate without using toxic ingredients. YouTube, one of my goals is also to post here more frequently. I at least want to put one video up a week. My end goal is to get to 2. I would love to hear what kind of content you would like to see from me. Do you just want to see these planner flips? Do you like seeing my home tours? I have a lot of ideas floating around, so I would love to hear what you would like to see. And then as far as my shop tab goes, I have not had a grand opening of my shop, but I'm starting to list items in it. I'm very excited about that. So if you go to plaidfuss.com, you can see that. This is actually one of the vinyls that I am selling in my shop. So there you have it. Those are the things that have changed in my planner and in my planning routine since I became single. This might not be earth shattering for you to, as you're watching this, but I think for those of us going through it, it's just a big step. And big life changes like this do really touch everything, even down to just sitting down with our planners. So if there is someone out there who's going through the same thing, leave a comment, email me, whatever. I would love to touch base with you. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.